So, welcome back to my channel, my vlog, and I'm going to start with, I really don't know which direction I'm going. I hope you saw my other videos, or maybe you watched my recent video where I was playing Call of Duty, so check that out if you're into that kind of thing. Even if you're not, I got first place, so you might be fun to watch if you've never seen anyone play. I got first, so it's a cool video. I got to thinking I wanted to do a video, and then I took a second before I did my video, and I came to the conclusion that it's making my eyes really dark. There we go. I came to the conclusion that this is going to be hard to start no matter what I do. So as long as I keep posting videos, something will develop. So if you're watching these, hang in tight. We're still figuring things out, I think. That's going to be my motto for right now. I've also noticed a lot more people are doing videos because they're stuck at home. So they're doing a lot of things at home and having their house all nice and doing videos out of their home because it's finally all clean and they're there. And I'm just wondering, is that what we should have been doing? Because America's Funniest Home Videos is still one of those, shows that we can all relate to. And, we laugh at it because it's funny, but, all of us are human, and that's why it's funny. And, I mean, I don't know how much to video. I mean, do I just let you guys see, my humanity and, good and bad? Because, I could post some awful videos of, where I just get my butt kicked in Call of Duty, but I don't feel like that's as fun. But, it might be fun for you guys. But I don't necessarily want to put myself on the spot. And just, make this a comedy channel about my fails. You know what? That would be a lot of videos, because I screw up everything. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to drink this without, needing copyright infringement, whatever. I don't even know how any of that works. I don't know how YouTube works yet. You can probably tell, though. Ouch. I just hit my elbow. Do you hear that? Was that on camera? Okay? I'm good. It was louder. It sounded bad. But, yeah, do I, let you see my fails? Or what do you... I mean, some funny things happen. And we get to laugh into tears sometimes. And I don't know, how many people it would offend if I just whip out my camera and start recording them. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like sometimes when I don't pull out my camera, I'm doing everyone an injustice, because you're never going to remember exactly what you were laughing at later. So maybe if someone had a camera going all the time. But let me tell you what, recording these videos takes up so much space. And then the long videos take a long time to upload. I don't know if anyone's talked about this stuff on their channel, but since we're figuring it out together, I mean, these videos... And not only do I feel like I don't do these all in one take, because I start a video, and then either I screw up something halfway through, or I start the video awful, or I start mumbling in the middle of it, which I still do on my videos. It's worse. The other times I do the videos are worse. But I don't have, a script, so sometimes I just end up changing what I'm saying. Which I still do in the videos, but I changed what I had to say from the first video to the second video. And I started this tonight with, I was gonna do, a freestyle spoken word, but it just occurred to me that I think better with pen, so I think I might stick to just reading you guys what I have written, and then just, keep it, as soon as we catch up on what I already have, which admittedly could take a while, but then... I could do, what I had just written that day. We've done the writing prompts, but I don't think those are as good as my poetry, but I'm the only person. I'm my biggest critic. So I'm assuming that if I think my poetry is better, it might actually be better. But I'm not going to 100% know to tell you guys that because I haven't really had anyone judge it. I've just had a few people who are close to me tell me that they like it. But whenever people are close to you and they tell you, hey, this is good, you're like, you're really either you're saying that because you care about me or you're saying about it because it is good or both. But I feel like they have to say that it's like good unless you have very blunt people in your family like me. But then I guess they feel like I don't love them as much. I'm sorry if you don't feel like I love you as much whenever I'm a little honest. And it gets me in trouble just from being honest. Even if there was like other things going on that was worse, I still am the one saying, oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault, this, that, the other. And then I end up getting in more trouble because I'm the one like defending the situation. Like someone just yelled and cussed, but I'm like, they had every right to have said it. They were passionate. And then I get in trouble for just like associating myself with the incident. And I don't know how many people like are watching this and maybe I went to school with. Sorry for I stuttered there. Because it happened to me a lot. I got in quite a bit of trouble once because I was just like doing things different than the teacher really is that that moth is flying in and out of my shot, isn't it? Can you see the moth? I feel like I'm on an episode of like a kid's, did you see that moth? No. Okay. But yeah, I got in a lot of trouble just for sticking my nose where it did belong. But, having the courage to jump out and say something, I guess that's why I have so much trigger-happy anxiety about being on camera or stage or by myself. That's why I'm, like, hoping to do videos with people, but then, like, my biggest fear is alone and, like, being judged just, like, singular audience or singular performer. Is this a performance? And then with, like, a multiple audience. I mean, that terrifies me. One-on-one, I'm not so bad with. Unless it's like they're judging me. Like, have you ever done like orchestra competitions or band or choir or where like you're like alone with the person, like giving you your score and giving you your grade or rating and you just like you freeze up? Or do you just like, you're like, okay, this is something I need to do and like your fear motivates you? I don't think I could do that. Like, I've tried to, like, harness that and, like, let my fear, like, drive me to be better, but I get so shaky and scared I forget to breathe, which is not good when you're singing. Because I did a choir competition once, and, like, I got so scared, I stopped breathing, and I was, like, I wasn't being able to sing, because if you need air to, like, let out to sing. So the fact that I wasn't, like, breathing in because I was scared, like, I just froze, and then you'd think that it wouldn't affect you when you're playing a cello or something, but let me tell you what. You get in there to, like, take a chair placement test, and if you got anxiety or test anxiety, and, like, you know what you're doing, because, like, you and your, like, trio or whatever, how many cellos you got with you, like, they help you be confident because it's not you alone. But then, like, you're alone and nobody wants to help you with what you're doing, and, like, you want to finally go past what you think that they could do and do something for yourself. And even though, like, that group is great, you always get good ratings in a group, but then, like, you feel like you could do better, but then, like, you're too afraid to do it alone. That's the worst feeling. And I never could move past that in school. I'm still trying now. At least I'm on camera doing this because even though my husband gets aggravated at me for taking so long to do these videos, the fact that I am putting myself out here and doing these videos with you guys, I feel like that's trying and that's good for me. But what I want to know what content you'd like to see, or at least talk about, like, something, comment about something, give us ideas, because I have a lot of ideas for the show myself, but having a direction is like trying to figure out which way I want to go with my life, because, like, I have a lot of things I'm interested in. But if I'm going to commit to these videos and, you know, an idea, you know, is anyone going to be interested in such a person who bounces around from idea to idea? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just on here because I feel like I have more to say than people are going to be able to watch. So maybe someone out there, even if it's just like not my close like circle, would end up seeing these videos. Maybe I can relate to someone else out there because I'm pretty weird. So if I'm weird and like there are people I know in my circles of people I know, then maybe how far out there do I have to go to like find a circle of people who are like me? And I'm going with, I don't think a vlogger would have been my first choice because I've seen those girls. Not many of them got an attitude like me. Not many of them, maybe they do. Maybe I just haven't watched enough. I mean, there's so many people out there. How do you get your content out? That's another thing I'm struggling with. I know that you can, like, use your money and, like, pay for, like, time on Facebook or what have you. And have, like, a sponsor advertise your channel. But, like, I don't have money to do that. So I'm just hoping that I can gain traction, like, by myself. There are, like, artists and poets and writers and musicians who do this all the time. And not a lot of them are successful. But some of them do wind up successful enough to maybe have, you know, their start as just a 9-viewer channel or a 3-viewer channel or a 5-viewer channel. And they now have like thousands of people. But I mean, like, I'm afraid that putting out content now and then deleting it later is going to like hurt somebody's feelings. Because if I end up having traction with something, you know, important to me, I don't want a bunch of these videos getting out in the middle of like me trying to either release music or maybe I actually take off with this poetry thing and you guys really like it instead of me, you know, just mumbling through it. I could end up gaining some confidence and some poise for my videos and you guys could hear my poetry the way I intended it to be sounding instead of just read like a deadpan voice. Because I'm too afraid to do the videos where I show too much emotions because people get insulted at me a lot. So if like, I'm afraid like it's just going to get downvotes when I start getting likes that they're going to be dislikes, which I said was kind of funny or okay. But I really don't want to be that person because I don't want to be the public enemy. But I mean, like, if I'm not trying to do bad things, and I'm not a bad person. So it's just like I'm not popular. Normal to be unpopular. But I don't think I want to be popular. But then again, I want some fans and some people who relate to me. And I just want to reach the people who feel unpopular and lonely and loners who just feel like there is nobody out there in the world that actually does want to be friends with them. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Lonely Loners Club. Lonely loners who don't have very many people at all because they cut their grass so short that there are no snakes and they're just living like off in their lawn chairs alone, having a good life, but alone. So I'm here for you guys. We're not alone. We're just all separated because until we are called, most of us lonely loners, warrior type people who won't take crap off of anybody are waiting for something big and important. I'm just trying to forge my way ahead of that. I'm hoping to forge my way ahead into my own success so that I can say I tried to do something in this life. But if it's not as successful as I want it to be, I don't want to feel disappointed. So that's where I need your help. It may seem like a really desperate cry out for help. Who cares? I do need help. I need people to see that I care about them, that I care about people who don't have a label for themselves, but they don't want to fit in, but they want to get along with somebody. I'm here. I want people to get along too. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be forceful. That's why this is YouTube. I'm not like buying a bunch of ads and choking you in the face with my content or putting thumbnails of something interesting like clickbait. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to be like a clickbait channel. I may end up doing reaction videos, but I'm not going to like be stuck on that. I want this to be content unique and somewhere you can go for all of your, like, maybe sometimes you watch live streams, sometimes you watch videos, sometimes you watch music. I want this to be like a catch-all place where you can like, we can like look back at our lives together and think, hey, we tried to share with each other, even though this world is big and crazy, we tried to share with each other. So, let me know what you have going on and how much we can collaborate. Depends on how much you're willing to talk to me, how much we're willing to go forward with myself and together. But, if you're just watching, trying to keep up with me, I mean, you're not keeping up with me if you're not involved, because I'm making decisions on the fly, and if, I end up taking off, I want the people closest to me to be with me. But if you're, like, from a distance, I'm not going to know you were there, and I'm not going to be intentionally rude, but I'm not going to know you were there, because, like, if you weren't there from the beginning, how am I supposed to remember that? I mean, like, I'm always going to, like, remember where my roots are, but I'm not going to know who was watching from the sidelines until you come up later and maybe meet me again later. Oh, I watched this of your videos and that of your videos, and I really like your poetry. Don't wait until later when you see me. Like, this is a world where we have so much technology. Tell me now. Don't wait until we see each other. Because if something happened, we see each other again, we'll be in heaven, depending on your beliefs, but that's my beliefs, and I told you that in another vlog. So, yes, I mean, like, the only time we're going to see each other at that point would be heaven. So how do you know if you're going to get to say that when we see each other? So I'm going to go ahead and encourage you, if you're watching this trying to keep up with me or whatever, to go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like, and watch these videos, because what would really help me more than anything, more than just like watching the video and trying to make me feel validated. I don't need validation from others. What I need is I have self-validation. What I need is for you guys to let other people know that someone cares about them out there, and to share me with other people so that you guys feel cared about too. So that if you feel cared about, that I'm doing this video, maybe because we can't keep up with each other, maybe someone else wants to feel like someone's keeping up with them. Let me know down in the comments what's going on. I will try to reply to comments, but if it takes off, I don't want to have that be the only thing I do. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of everything. And if you just have some faith in me in this channel, you know what? Not faith in me, faith in, like, your life and your religion and faith in God, okay? But have some faith. Hit subscribe, hit like, help me out, because I want to keep doing videos. I want to, and I'm going to, but if I'm just talking to nobody, I feel like that's really sad. So if you could help me not be just, like, sad about it, it would make me happy that someone's trying to help me get my stuff out there before it may or may not take off, but it won't have a chance to take off if you don't help me. So I will come up with a plan. I have it forming. I have stuff that that I'm going to do with you guys. But it has to be careful, because I don't want to give away too much about me so much personally until I know, like, what my viewers are going to be like. So we all have to have patience, and I have to have patience, and I understand that it's not going to be perfect. So if you're listening to me rant on about the perils of doubt and how many different side conversations I've gone off into, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for helping me. I'm not even gonna, like, check back on this video or do another take. I'm just gonna post it, and I'm hoping you guys stay healthy. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope that you guys are thinking before you say something to somebody else. I hope that you guys are just remembering that someone out there loves you and cares about you, and I love you, and you need to get off of here and stop watching me babble about stuff. So go do your own thing or listen to a music video. I'm going to be out of here.